The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Tampa.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. To the air right away is Brady. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Back deep here, Andre Roberts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The Panthers at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. To throw, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Brady going to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Brady's throw taken in by Cook.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Mayfield looks to throw.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Open man downfield is Cook. He's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Throwing on first down is Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Henry again on second down.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third and short yardage. Mayfield trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. Now Brady.
And this one too low.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Look at the time. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 6.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got it. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left.
And caught by Tremble.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Buccaneers 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 21-17, 2:10 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Brady now on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brady able to find Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Brady, and that's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Brady to throw. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs. Trailing in this one now. A little under 50 seconds to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Brady now on 1st down.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these divisions